Yes, it's Sports HQ NBA analyst John Gonzalez and Noah Bono. And guys, Knicks are now potentially one win away from the NBA Finals. They have dominated this series with ball movement, physical defense, just selfless basketball. So Noah, what stood out to you?
Just the connection between this group and the fact that Cleveland, quite frankly, has just looked uninspired. I mean, quitting borderline at the end of the game, throwing in the towel. The New York Knicks are unbelievable. 10 straight wins in this postseason by an average margin of victory, 22.5 points per game. They're decimating teams, absolutely obliterating them. Think of 10 more synonyms. They're destroying the competition. I said it in the pregame. I thought they were the most dominant team, best playoff team thus far, top to bottom throughout this postseason. I think tonight really sort of stamped that, as they definitely have booked their first ticket to the NBA Finals since 1999. Yes, they got to win one more, but they're on the fast track to either sweep them or win it in 5. The series is not going past that because of the cohesion and just the confidence that they're playing. Look at Landry Shamet coming in this basketball game and drilling 3 3-pointers and getting fouled on a 4th one in the 4th quarter, just really further separate the Knicks versus the Cavs in this game, in a game where the Cavs just didn't look connected. Donovan Mitchell, James Harden, Evan Mobley combining for almost 20 turnovers between their 3 best players. It's just not going to cut it. The Knicks, on the other hand, just I can't rave enough about how amazing they look together. And then with Jalen Brunson running the show the way he is, scoring, distributing, and everybody feeding off of him, and the defense from this group, I mean, I'm in heaven right now. The New York Knicks up 3-0, one game away from the NBA Finals. Come on.
I really thought the Cavs were going to put up a better fight, or any fight, and they definitely did not tonight. I mean, they had been prior to tonight pretty good at home, had only lost 1 game in the postseason, and then only 1 game going back to March, including the regular season. Then tonight they no-showed. They didn't lead at all the entire night, right? And Noah hit on it. Donovan Mitchell, James Harden, Evan Mobley, 15 of their 17 turnovers. Just can't happen. Cannot happen in a critical game 3 where you know if you lose this thing, your summer's rapidly approaching. Just book your vacation tickets now, and the Knicks are marching on for the first time since 1999. But aside from the fact that the Cavs could not shoot well, 29% from deep, that's the 2nd straight game that they haven't shot well from beyond the arc, and then missed 7 free throws tonight, shot 63% from the floor, inexcusable. They missed 10 in game 2. So they've been bad the last couple of games, basically since blowing that 4th quarter lead in game 1. They've been nowhere to be found. But this is really, as Noah mentioned, about how well the Knicks are playing. You don't win 10 in a row in the playoffs if you're not really cruising, and they are right now. They're 5-1 on the road. They've got the best defense out of any team in the postseason. All 5 of their starters are in double figures tonight. They beat them so many different ways. Jalen Brunson was good. Karl-Anthony Towns was good. OG was, forget about the hamstring injury. He looks like he's fine. And then Mikal Bridges, we should mention him as well. In after game 3 of the Atlanta series, where he couldn't hit a shot, Knicks fans were clamoring for him to get yanked from the starting lineup, and Mike Brown said, no. He's a really good player. I'm going to leave him in. You'll see he'll come around. And boy, has he come around. Now the guy can't miss. Went 11 for 15 from the floor. There's just so many different ways, and Mr. Do Everything, Josh Hart, did everything again tonight. There's so many different ways that the Knicks can beat you, and they showed it again tonight.
And you both mentioned how the Cavs just came out uninspired. I mean, their season was on the line. It's definitely on the line now on Monday. How do you expect them to come out on Monday, John?
Not well. I'm done. I thought that the Cavs were going to put up a fight again, and they just haven't. I think there's some obvious psychological hangover from the 22-point collapse in game 1, where you have that game on the Knicks floor where you're thinking, okay, they're in rhythm. They won the Pistons series in game 7. They had won the game 7 against the Raptors. They were battle tested. And then the Knicks came back, and then, you know, since then, the Cavs have been nowhere to be found. I mean, Donovan Mitchell tonight, 9 for 20 from the floor, not going to get it done. James Harden, 1 for 7 from deep, not going to get it done. Evan Mobley was mostly fine except for the turnovers, but just really, Noah said it earlier before the pregame, or during the pregame rather, where he said the Knicks are just better everywhere. And he's absolutely right about that. I really thought that the first 4 for the Cavs, Mitchell, Harden, Mobley, and Allen, were going to match up really well with the first four of the Knicks, and they just haven't. They've just been outplayed in every conceivable way. So whether or not they win game 4 or not, this is just an academic exercise for them now. The Knicks are moving on. They're going to be in the finals for the first time since 1999. The league office, they're thrilled about that. They get the New York Knicks in the finals against whoever comes out of the West. That's going to be blockbuster ratings. But the Cavs, it's going to be a long summer in Cleveland. They're going to have a lot to think about.
Yeah, there's really no point of even dissecting a game 4. I mean, it is what it is. Maybe they go out with some pride. This is very similar to 2018 or 2017 when LeBron was on the team and they went down 3-0 versus KD and the Warriors and they won game 4 and they put up historic numbers from the 3-point line, lost the series in 5. Thanks for the extra game, guys. Like, it does not matter here what happens in game 4 because I really, that second half kind of just told me everything I needed to know about Cleveland, which I really felt strongly about coming into tonight, that the psychological impact that John touched on, I touched on it in the pregame from game 1, was still impacting them, whether we could see it or not. I mean, when you blow a lead like that, 22.7 minutes, and you got a chance to take a 1-0 lead on the road and you don't win it, there's just no way to shake that throughout the course of a series when you're playing a New York Knicks team that poses as many challenges as they pose. And I think the bigger thing is, now that we've gotten through 3 games of this series, you're seeing that no matter what Cleveland tried to do with Jalen Brunson, they don't have an answer for him. They don't have a main guy that you can just throw on him and trust is going to consistently slow him down and take him out of his rhythm. Nothing has worked. 2 bodies in game 2. The mismatching that they tried tonight, nothing worked. Like, this is his second game in the series with 30-plus points. And I think when you have a guy like Brunson that understands it doesn't matter what you throw at me, I got a response, I got an answer every single time, it's made it impossible, especially on the other side when you don't know what's going on with Donovan Mitchell. Is he healthy? Can he be consistent for 2 straight games? And I actually thought for a little bit, James Harden, had a moment in the second quarter where he upped his aggressiveness, and it kind of looked like the old, I think Mike Breen said it, a little vintage James Harden moment. He was attacking the basket. Evan Mobley had his moments today, but John hit the nail on the head. Like, I really did believe that the 4 guys on the Cleveland Cavaliers would have posed a bigger challenge versus the top 4 of the New York Knicks, and they just haven't been able to come together in the same way that the entirety of the New York Knicks roster has. And if those 4 guys, I mean, if any 2 of them are struggling, it's really hard for them to win games. And I mean, we've seen them now drop 3 straight, and it's really unfortunate for Cleveland. John's right. They have a ridiculously tough summer ahead of them. They should probably pick up the phone right now and start calling LeBron to come back home.
All right, get this. The Knicks are the 10th team ever to win 10 consecutive playoff games. 5 of the previous 9 went on to win it all. Most recently, the 2024 Celtics. Before that, it was the 2017 Warriors. What's your reaction to the elite company this team is joining and what it could mean as we move into June? No? Noah?
Yeah, I mean, look, the Knicks are playing incredible basketball, right? And we talked about this pregame, but my questions about the Knicks coming into the postseason were, how's that defense going to look? It was a little uneven during the regular season, and they really figured it out towards the end of the regular season. And then coming in to the playoffs, or right now in the playoffs, they have the #1 defensive rating of all the teams that made the postseason, right? And they've been awesome on the road. That's another indicator that that this team is legit. And as Noah mentioned, all 5 of their main guys have been phenomenal during this postseason. Now, I did knock them a little bit because I didn't think the competition had been that great. I thought that the Cavs would be better than the Sixers and the Hawks. Maybe I have this wrong. Maybe it's not so